Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable here for Davis. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He was brought down by Eric Harris.
Blue 58. Double time. 4 down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 18. Here we go.
On the delay, Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Green 18. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Lucky.
Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This from 42 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And it's third down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught, Nelson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tackles. Find down. Safety's creeping.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. For the Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back taken in this year's draft, 24th overall. That was actually the pick that was originally acquired from the Chicago Bears in that Khalil Mack trade.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Counter play with Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Clelin Ferrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 91 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Carr to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
In your face.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Adams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Slam. Okay, over here.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Rodgers going to throw, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now Carr. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
They got his man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
To throw his car. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, yeah, Darren, you have that position. Coach, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
That's what I
do. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Davis now to return it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, these two franchises, very rich histories. This game, of course, part of the NFL 100 series. But the meeting that really sticks out from way back when is 1968 Super Bowl II, which at the time was known as the AFL-NFL World Championship game. But Bart Starr was the MVP of that game. He went against Darryl LaMonica, the Mad Bomber, the quarterback for the Raiders. Packers would get the victory just like they did the year before in the first ever Super Bowl over the Chiefs. And Bart Starr was also the MVP of that game as well. To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Lets it go for Nelson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll go again to Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Check, 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 check. 49, check 49, check 30.
To throw is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
734.
From the gun, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the draw, Richard. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Who that? Who that? No, Mike 51.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Caught by Nelson left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Packers 27, Raiders 17.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down now, it's Jones. 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time. It's our time.
And they will take a knee here.
Rodgers on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
158. Eat. Watch the pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Rodgers on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they take a knee. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Hey, we're good. Ready?
Throwing again. Carr. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Carr. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. One final try now for Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4 and 3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss will drop them to 4 and 2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.